She positioned herself directly in front of me, gripping a clipboard like it was some sort of shield. "You can't be here," she said sharply. "This house belongs to the Harmony HOA." I stared at her. Pink blazer, cutting tone, manufactured authority. "Ma'am," I said, "I purchased this property legally. The deed's in my name. You're standing on my porch, uninvited." Her face flushed red. "We have regulations. No exterior renovations, no modifications to personal property without board authorization. You violated every single one." I chuckled quietly. "I rebuilt this house from the ground up. It was decaying for years. Nobody gave a damn until I fixed it." Behind her, the HOA patrol vehicle sat idling like reinforcement for her madness. A man climbed out, arms folded, sunglasses on, playing the part of some kind of authority figure. "Sir," he said, "we're going to have to escort you off the premises." "Remove me from my own property?" I pulled a folded document from my jacket and raised it. "You're going to regret this." Karen squinted. "What is that?" "The title deed," I said steadily, "signed, sealed, and recorded 3 months ago. This land was deserted. I purchased it, restored it, and you had zero involvement." Her voice wavered, but she recovered quickly. "That can't be correct. This entire block is under our jurisdiction." "Interesting," I said, "because according to the county records, your boundary line ends right at that pine tree." I gestured toward it. Her fake officer frowned. "Ma'am, he might be correct." Karen shot him a look that could cut glass. "No, he's lying. These people always lie to get away with things." I took a measured step forward. "You showed up here, yelling on my property, without any real authority, and now you're calling me a liar?" Silence hung in the air for a moment, just the breeze rustling through the tall pines. Then I said softly, "You really chose the wrong person to mess with." Her lips quivered, but she forced a smile. "We'll see about that. You'll be hearing from the HOA board." I watched her march off, heels stabbing into the dirt, and I understood this wasn't finished. She wasn't backing down yet, but neither was I. You don't throw a man off land he built with his own 2 hands. The next morning, I woke to the sound of hammering, not my own work, but coming from outside. When I opened the door, 2 workers in orange vests were installing a large metal sign directly in front of my fence. "Property under HOA violation, pending removal." I walked toward them. "Hey, who authorized you to put that there?" One of them shrugged. "Lady from Harmony HOA said this house isn't approved and needs inspection." Before I could even reply, Karen's white SUV pulled up again, HOA patrol emblazoned proudly on the side like it was the FBI. She stepped out grinning like she controlled the universe. "Told you?" she said sweetly. "You can't live here. We verified you never filed an approval request." "Approval for what?" I asked. "For repairing a collapsed roof, for painting walls that were crumbling?" She opened her clipboard dramatically. "For occupying HOA land without authorization." That made me laugh, a sharp, bitter laugh. "You honestly believe you can just seize this place because you say so?" Her tone went cold. "We're maintaining community standards. If you don't vacate by tonight, we'll have you forcibly removed." Then she pointed to the patrol guy again. "Take photographs, documentation for the board." As he started snapping pictures of my porch, I quietly pulled out my phone and started recording. "Keep going. Every photo you take is going directly to the sheriff's department." Karen went still. "Excuse me?" I smiled faintly. "See, that's the detail you didn't verify. You're standing on county property, not HOA territory. I purchased it directly from the state auction." Her smile disappeared. "You're lying. This is still Harmony jurisdiction." "Then why," I asked, stepping closer, "does your HOA boundary end 3 feet before my gate?" She turned pale. The guy with the camera stopped and glanced at her. Ma'am, maybe we should double-check the— Enough, she snapped. You're trespassing on HOA grounds. I'm calling the police. I tilted my head slightly. Please do. She didn't realize it yet, but I'd already made that call an hour ago. And the man who was about to arrive in that black pickup wasn't just my friend. He was the county sheriff. You can pretend to have authority all you want until the real thing shows up.
A few minutes later, the rumble of an engine echoed through the trees. Karen straightened her blazer, trying to look confident, but I could see her hand trembling as the black pickup rolled to a stop beside her pristine HOA patrol car. Sheriff Daniels stepped out, tall, composed, and wearing that expression that could silence a crowd. "Morning, folks," he said, tipping his hat slightly. "Got a call about a trespassing complaint?" Karen immediately jumped in. "Yes, Sheriff. This man has illegally occupied Harmony HOA property. He's been hostile and refuses to leave." Daniels looked at me, then back at her. "Is that right?" I handed him the deed documents. "Purchased the place 3 months ago, sir. Registered through the county clerk's office. I've got every legal paper right here." Karen rolled her eyes. "Those are forged. We already checked our records." Daniels raised an eyebrow. "Your records?" "Yes," she said firmly. "Harmony HOA governs this entire community." The sheriff pulled out his tablet, typed something, and after a few seconds, smirked. "That's interesting, because the county boundary ends before this property. Harmony HOA doesn't have authority past Birch Creek Road." Karen's mouth fell open slightly, no sound emerging. I crossed my arms. "Guess you..." That night, the forest surrounding my cabin felt unnaturally quiet. Even the crickets had stopped chirping. I was on the porch drinking coffee when I noticed headlights moving through the trees. Slow, calculated, like a predator stalking in the darkness. I set the mug down and switched off my porch light. The vehicle stopped just outside my gate. The same white HOA patrol SUV, and this time Karen wasn't by herself. 2 more cars pulled up behind her, their lights extinguished. She got out, holding a flashlight and a binder. "You had your warning," she called out coldly. "We're claiming the property tonight." I nearly laughed. "Karen, it's 10 p.m. You seriously think you can evict someone by flashlight?" She waved her hand dismissively.
"This is ridiculous.
"Remove the gate," she commanded the men behind her. They started toward my fence with equipment. That's when a sharp click pierced the night. The sound of a camera drone powering up above them. I grinned. "Say cheese!" Karen froze as a bright beam from the drone illuminated her crew. "What is that?" she shouted. "Security system," I said. "Every move you're making right now is being documented and streamed live to the county sheriff's office." Right on cue, red and blue lights flashed through the trees. Sheriff Daniels' truck roared up the dirt path, followed by another patrol vehicle. Karen's eyes went wide. You set me up." I stepped forward calmly. "No, Karen, you set yourself up. I just hit record." The sheriff got out, walked past me, and confronted her.
"This is ridiculous.
"Ma'am, this is the 3rd time in 48 hours you've trespassed and attempted property seizure. Step away from the gate." Karen's voice shook. "They told me. The HOA board said this land—" "Enough," Daniels cut her off. "You're under arrest for criminal trespass and harassment." The men who accompanied her slowly backed away, hands raised, muttering excuses. As the deputies handcuffed her, she turned to me with that same furious stare. "You don't deserve this land." I met her eyes and said quietly, "I earned every inch of it. You just couldn't stand watching someone be free." The sheriff nodded at me as he escorted her away. The forest went quiet again, just the soft hum of the drone still hovering overhead. I looked up at the cabin I rebuilt with my own hands, the porch light flickering back on, warm and peaceful.
For the first time in years, it actually felt like home. I didn't fight to own this land. I fought to protect my right to live freely on it.